Continue to file in here to the Civic Center Coliseum. We should have a real nice crowd for this Williamson St. Mary's AA championship game. Now to begin our championship session, let's head over to the far side of the floor, the veteran voice of the Civic Center, Mr. Frank Blake.
Good afternoon. To begin our session, we ask you to stand for the invocation to be given by Meadowbridge student Buddy Judy.
Our Heavenly Father, as we come to you this evening, we want to thank you for providing our area with skilled athletes. We know without your guidance, this event would not be possible. We pray that we all have an exciting contest and that all players, coaches, and fans show good sportsmanship and that they all make it home safely. In thy name we pray. Amen.
We're playing for the Class AA Championship. Let's welcome the Wolfpack of Williamson. Let's welcome the Blue Devils of St. Mary's. Introducing Williamson's head coach, David Hatfield. Meets at center court with St. Mary's head coach, John Armstrong. For the Wolfpack, assistant coach, Curtis Fletcher. For the Blue Devils, assistant coach, Pat Boyles. The support staff for Williamson, Richard Watson, Cecil Beckett, Leanne Mullins, and Patrick Hairston. Support staff for St. Mary's, Dwayne Davis, Lissy McCurry, Becky McLaughlin, Lynn Hammett, and Ann Nealon. The Lions Club host for Williamson is Dave Nolan. Lions Club host for St. Mary's, Bob Greenleaf. Now introducing the squads. For Williamson, wearing number 20, Jimmy Ford. For St. Mary's, wearing 31, Chris Sigler. For the Wolfpack, number 12, Russell Hunter. For the Blue Devils, number 13, Matt Graham. From Williamson, number 32, Chris Jesse. From St. Mary's, 33, Kyle Maston. For the Wolfpack, number 34, Jared Fletcher. For the Blue Devils, number 15, Brian Hadley. From Williamson, wearing 33, Billy Smith. From St. Mary's, wearing 45, is Mark Hall. From Williamson, number 21, Gary Baker. From St. Mary's, number 21, Richard Moore. And for the Wolfpack, 44 is Chad Slater. For the Blue Devils, 41, Robert Baffick. And now your starting fives. For Williamson, 6-foot senior, number 14, Johnny Milam. For St. Mary's, 6'5", junior, number 35, Jason Schwendeman. For the Wolfpack, 5'10", senior, number 10, Jimmy Chris Witt. For the Blue Devils, 6'3", junior, number 11, Rodney Lamp. For Williamson, at 6'5", a junior, number 24, Chris Harris. For St. Mary's, at 6'2", a senior, number 51, Bert Reed. For the Wolfpack, a 6'3", junior, number 40, Barry Baker. For the Blue Devils, 6'2", senior, number 25, Lance Gaynor. And for Williamson, 6'3", a senior, number 23, Anthony Struther. And for St. Mary's, 5'11", a senior, number 23, Larry Johnson. And now we ask you to stand for the singing of our national anthem by Meadowbridge students Lisa Wells and Jennifer Yoder.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's game time. The tip-off in 1 minute after this message from the Gail Catlett Mountaineer Basketball Camp.
If you're 8 to 18 with basketball on your mind, put the Gail Catlett Mountaineer Basketball Camp in your plans. June 12th to 17th and 19th to 24th are 2 weeks of concentrated basketball instruction and activity. Week 1, the emphasis is on basics. Week 2, competition week for boys. It's also Girls Week with special instruction from the WVU women's coaching staff. Don't wait to apply. Write Gail Catlett Mountaineer Basketball Camp, Box 877, Morgantown, 26507. Do it today.
Geno's wants you to save on pizza. Now you can get a 16-inch pizza with 5 toppings for only $8.99. Take your pick of toppings: pepperoni, sausage, green peppers, onions. Give Geno's a call now and get a 5-topping 16-inch pizza delivered to your door for only $8.99. Geno's, a West Virginia company.
Deep dish or original, it's tastefully terrific. Make it Geno's, we make it pizza-rific.
This copyrighted broadcast is made under exclusive rights granted to the Metro News Radio Network by the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission. Any rebroadcast, publication, or use of the accounts or descriptions of this game without the express written consent of the Metro News Radio Network is prohibited. Now, let's return courtside. Here's Tony Caridi.
The two teams have taken the floor. The official, John Wooten, steps into the center circle. Rodney Lamp will jump it off for the St. Mary's Blue Devils. Chris Harris will jump for Williamson. Don't make it Barry Baker. He'll step in. And we are all set to begin the Class AA championship game. Ball is in the air. It's tipped and controlled by the Wolfpack. Over to Johnny Milam. The senior for the Williamson Wolfpack throws up top to Wick. Cross court to Strother. Back onto the right side to Milam. This pass down underneath is tipped off with Barry Baker's hands out of bounds. And St. Mary's will have it as Williamson sets up in a full court press. Lamp inbounds to Larry Johnson. Over to Rodney Lamp. Now to Gaynor at three-quarter court. He's harassed there defensively. Has the ball loose. And we've got a whistle. A jump ball called on a tie-up. And the possession arrow points to St. Mary's. Strother and Johnny Milam applying a double team in the backcourt. And the ball is loose and then tied up.
Boy, Struthers is tough back there in the point of that pressure.
Lamp on the inbounds with one bounce to Larry Johnson. 5'11" senior guard for the Blue Devils throws cross court to Gaynor. Now back to Johnson. Ball is stolen. Cross court. Witt underneath the Strother. He puts it up and in. Full court pressure results in our first basket. Here it is again. Rodney Lamp fires it ahead to Burt Reed and now to Larry Johnson as he crosses over the 10-second line. First time St. Mary's has gotten into their front court. Johnson working off a pick on the right side. Starts to the bucket. Passes off to Lamp on the deep right side. Lamp now one bounce, has it stripped away, knocked out of bounds, and St. Mary's will hold on to it.
Good matchup, Tony, with Milam from Williamson against Larry Johnson of St. Mary's.
Lamp on the inbounds goes to Gaynor. He'll try a three from the right side. Here he is good. Oh, he was on the line. Call it a 2. Lance Gaynor ties the game at 2-all.
St. Mary's is in a triangle and 2. They've got a man Johnson, and they're using the team on Struthers and Baker on the inside.
Down low to Chris Harris. He's double team. Fires it off the glass and good from the left side. 4-2 Williamson. Double team in the backcourt. Lamp with it. Bounces it over to Lance Gaynor. He takes it on 2 hops. Now ahead to Burt Reed over the midcourt stripe. Reed starts to the bucket. He drives in. Pass off left side. Larry Johnson fakes by Barry Baker. Has the ball knocked away. Williamson steals. Here they come down the other end. Milam drives. He shoots. No good. Rebound. Barry Baker. He lays it up and in.
Well, they follow the ball so well. Williamson gets down. It's not the first shot. It's the second shot they get you on.
Down the other end, St. Mary's. Here comes Schwendeman. He drives. Has his shot blocked off the glass by Chris Harris. Here come the Wolfpack from left to right. Jimmy Chris Witt fires from the 15-foot mark. No good. Rebound. Baker up and in. Williamson, 8. St. Mary's, 2. The pressure on in the backcourt. The Blue Devils trying to advance it up the floor. Larry Johnson is double team. Looks for help. Has the ball stripped away by Milam. Wolfpack have it in the right corner. Milam throws back up top to Chris Harris. Now cross court to Jimmy Chris Witt. And the Wolfpack Starting very strong. Left side, Strother, jumper from 17, no good. Baker fights for the rebound. He has it at the foul line. He starts to the bucket, dishes off to Milam. Right wing jump shot, no good. And the rebound yanked down by St. Mary's Rodney Lamp.
St. Mary's has turned it over 3 times already in the first 2 minutes.
Larry Johnson to the top of the circle, guarded by Milam. Makes the shot, goes over to Burt Reed. Now on the right side to Lamp. Right wing, they work it over to Gaynor. Back up top to Larry Johnson. Away from the ball, we've got a whistle and a foul call against Williamson. It was Barry Baker pushing off down low.
Against Jason Swindeman, and of course there's a big, heavy weight difference in there. Although they're the same size, Tony, Baker should control him.
8-2, Williamson on top as St. Mary's inbounds from underneath. Lamp into the corner to Gaynor. He starts the bucket, shoots it off the glass, no good. As Baker rips down the rebound, passing it up ahead to Jimmy Chris Witt at the top of the circle. Down to the left side, they go to Strother. He turns back, fires it over to Witt. He'll throw up a 3. It rims around, no good, and the rebound comes down to Schlendeman. He hands off to Rodney Lamp. 3 minutes gone by in this Class AA championship game. Williamson leads it by 6, 8-2. Larry Johnson works off of a pick from Burt Reed. He spins, has the ball kicked away. And we've got the whistle, and the kick will go against Williamson's Chris Harris, and St. Mary's will have the ball back. But we can see right from the start that the Williamson pressure, full court, and in the front court is bothering St. Mary's.
Well, they've really tied up Johnson. Larry Johnson likes to use that little screen outside with Reed. He can't get it. They're double teaming and switching real well with that.
Rodney Lamp on the left wing up top to Lance Gaynor. He drives on Witt, starts at the bucket, scoop shot is up. It is good. We've got a whistle out front. And they're going to call it before the shot. It will go against Johnny Milam, his first.
Williamson's pressure full court, Tony, is in a situation where they have Lamp receiving their first inbound pass. And right now, Williamson's be able to handle him very well in their double team.
St. Mary's will inbound the ball in front of the Williamson bench. On the far side, here's a shot taken by Lance Gaynor, batted out of bounds by Anthony Strother. Anthony Strother won the state championship for Williamson back in 1986, looking for his second title in 3 years today. Out front, they work it to Larry Johnson. He fires a 3, no good. Rebound, Gaynor. He fakes, he shoots, and he scores. Lance Gaynor scores his 4th point. 8-4 ball game. Williamson with the ball in the lead in the paint. They go to Baker. Turnaround jump shot is good.
Boy, Milam, a good job that time of coming down and seeing right in the middle of the zone defense and hit Baker beautifully.
Pressure by Williamson. St. Mary's breaks it. Pass down the floor to Burt Reed. He drives between 2. Pass off left side. Schlendeman lays it up and in. Good job there by St. Mary's to break the Williamson full court pressure. Timeout on the floor of the Wolfpack. Lead it by 4. Exclusive Metro News coverage of the 1988 state tournament being brought to you in part by Stone & Thomas.
Get into the game plan at Stone & Thomas and find incredible savings on great-looking Lee jeans for men. An exciting lineup of Lee Riders fashions in 100% pre-washed cotton denim that'll get you ready for fun and action. Lee Riders for men. Updated jeans with a high scoring record for quality, style, and comfort. Regularly $21.99, now just $17.99 at Stone & Thomas. So when your lifestyle calls for great-looking, great-fitting jeans, turn to Lee Riders at Stone & Thomas and win with style.
Next time you're in Morgantown, you've got to find Jambi's Restaurant. Maybe you meant to last fall, but that football traffic is fierce. This time, take your time to savor Jambi's menu from breakfast through the day. Italian food that's really homemade. Hoagies, sandwiches, and burgers that make a whole meal. Great Mexican dishes, seafood, steaks. Jambi's is on University Avenue just past Patterson Drive, about halfway up the block. It's where people who love food as much as sports get together in Morgantown.
4 minutes and 6 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Williamson leads it 10-6 over the St. Mary's Blue Devils.
Williamson 5 for 9, shooting 55%. A lot of them off the pressure steals that they've made. They're 0 for 1 for 3-point. They're 5 for 10 overall total. And St. Mary's only 3 for 5 from the field, just not able to get the shots, Tony.
They're coming down and taking one shot while Williamson is getting that second shot.
That's correct.
Ball back into play. Witt to Johnny Milam on the right side. Hash mark to the near side. Gives it a couple of dribbles inside to Chris Harris. He starts the bucket, but he's whistled for a walk.
Well, I tell you, Williamson's smart in their half court because they line Milam up outside where Baker is, and it makes it very difficult to defense.
Here comes Lance Gaynor, splitting between a double team, racing it to the floor. Down low, he works to Schlendeman. He loses it, gets it back, puts it up and in.
Well, I'll tell you, if you could solve the first or second pass against Williamson, you have a chance because they don't get back with their back people to cover defensively around the glass.
10-8 ball game at the 3:35 mark. Milam, lob pass for Strother. It's tipped, knocked away out of bounds, and it will go to Williamson. Rodney Lamp tipped the ball out of bounds as they tried to go for an alley-oop to Anthony Strother down low. Witt will inbound for the Wolfpack underneath their bucket. Gets it in the corner to Strother. Now to Chris Harris. He turns, he faces the bucket, shoots and scores. Chris Harris has 4 points. Williamson by 4. Here comes Larry Johnson, racing it up the floor from right to left. At the top of the circle. Takes a look at things. Shuffling to his left on the dribble. Now he cuts to his right in the paint. Has the ball knocked away by Harris. Down the floor to Johnny Milam. Here comes Williamson's Johnny Milam on the left side of the key. He eyes the bucket, fakes. He'll shoot it, and he scores.
Well, I'll tell you, he's smart. He gets in the area where he can, so he doesn't try to do more than what he can really do.
Here comes St. Mary's. Lance Gaynor fires a pass over the top of the circle. Down low to Johnson. Down to Schwendeman. He drives to the bucket and is fouled by Barry Baker. That will be personal foul number 2 against Baker. 2:54 shows on the clock. 14-8. Williamson has the lead.
In a game like this, Schwendeman, as we said the other day, he can get open. He gets close to the basket and pressure defense. This is where he can score. He's a lanky kid, but he plays well around the hoop.
First free throws of the game. Jason Schwendeman had a 23-point performance in the quarterfinals against Tucker County and against Vinson yesterday. Finished up with 6. So a big game in the opening day and then 6 yesterday. And today he's looking for another big one as he misses the first foul shot. And we've got our first substitution as Barry Baker will go to the bench for Williamson, and Chad Slater comes in.
And throw Gary Baker's in the lineup for Johnny Milam. So they're not hurting much when they go to the bench for those 2 players, Tony.
Schwendeman's next shot rolls off and in. He's got 5 points.
What a show Gary Baker put on yesterday.
Tremendous. He's a junior. He and his brother are on this team. Barry, they're twins. Down low, Williamson tries to get it in the paint. It's tipped and stolen by St. Mary's. Third turnover against the Wolfpack. Larry Johnson, top of the circle, getting a pick from Burt Reed. Doesn't use it. Bounces it over to Reed now on the right wing. He holds high overhead, starts in the bucket in the paint, pulls up 14-footer in the air. Good! Burt Reed.
He never looks like he's going to get there. He gets to the area, then spins around, just lays it up soft.
14-11. Williamson by 3. Strother. Far left side, works it down low to Harris. He puts it up. It is short off the rim. Rebound controlled by Schwendeman, and we've got a whistle and a foul call against the Wolfpack coming over the top. And St. Mary's again showing us they are not intimidated at all with their opposition. Yesterday they took on the undefeated Vincent Tigers, and they went right at them, coming away with a victory. And today against the favored Williamson Wolfpack, they're holding tough. Last foul call against Chris Harris. That is his first. Here comes St. Mary's into the front court. It is Lamb up high to Baffick. Now to Larry Johnson. Johnson has not scored yet. He works to his right, now to his left. Bounces it over. Left side, Rodney Lamp fires from 16. No good. Rebound is tipped. Schwendeman has it, turns around, has his shot blocked by Slater, but we've got a foul call against Slater. Schwendeman took the offensive rebound, turned around towards the basket, put it up. Slater right there to block the ball, but they'll call the foul.
Well, I'll tell you, St. Mary's has the size to match Williamson. They don't have the strength or the bulk inside to do it, but they do a pretty good job of tipping the ball around, getting loose. One other point on Larry Johnson, he's going to have trouble in their offense because he's up against a bulky guy on the outside, Tony, as he tries to run off those screens. They're switching real well and stopping that.
Schwendeman makes the first foul shot. It's a 2-point game, 14-12, 1:46 to go.
But I like the fact that Johnson is not forcing the ball.
Schwendeman misses the next, and the rebound comes down to Williamson. Slater to Strother, and now to Gary Baker. 6-foot junior guard, Gary Baker, averaging 7.5 points per game, but his real strength is dishing the ball off. Over to Witt now on the right wing, back up top to Gary Baker. Now the left side to Strother. He finds a hole, fires from the corner. It is good. Anthony Strother scores his 4th point. Williamson leads it 16-12 at the 1:21 mark. Pressure continues by Williamson. Strother, Baker, and Witt all in the backcourt, harassing. And now they bring it over with a pass to Baffick. Taking the ball in, it is Gaynor. Gaynor now spins at the top of the circle. Passes over to Lamp. He's open. Fires from 15. No good off the back iron. The rebound comes down to Chad Slater. Here he comes. Fires a pass up ahead to Witt. It's Witt and Strother. Witt pulls up. 12-footer. Good on the run for Jimmy Chris Witt. Williamson leads at 18-12. Here's a steal by the Wolfpack on the press. Witt on the left side of the key, pulls it out. Now he'll line up. He'll fire. It is good. A two-pointer for Jimmy Chris Witt as he hits consecutive field goals. And St. Mary's now trails by 8, 20-12, 35 seconds and counting. Here comes the Blue Devils. It is Gaynor driving, shooting, no good. Rebound is tipped, and Slater comes down the floor, rifling it ahead to Strother. Strother drives to the bucket, shot is up, and it is good.
Tony, they're doing it from their defense. They're causing the pressure, picking up tempo.
8 straight points by the Wolfpack. 13 seconds and counting. Larry Johnson has the ball poked away by Gary Baker, gets it back. Now he is double teamed. He starts up the floor. Over the top of the circle he comes. 3 seconds on the clock. Pass underneath is tipped. Bathick puts it up and good as the horn blows to end our first quarter of play. Bathick puts it in. 22-14 Williamson after 8 minutes of play. This is the Metro News Radio Network. An 8-2 run in the final 1 minute and 21 seconds of the first quarter gives Williamson an 8-point lead as we begin the second quarter of action. Statistically, Williamson shooting 66.7% from the field in the first quarter. St. Mary's shooting 54.5%. So both teams shooting very well from the floor. John McKinney handling the stats for us here this afternoon. Here's Williamson's Gary Baker firing from 60, no good. Rebound underneath. Strother lays it up, good, plus the foul. The Wolfpack wastes no time as Gary Baker pushed up a left-handed jump shot from inside the circle. It banged off the left side of the rim, and Strother brought it down. Went to the bucket strong, scores the field goal, and draws the foul against Rodney Lamp.
Strother's such a good offensive rebounder that when you're playing a zone defense like St. Mary's, you've got to be conscious of what lane he's coming down to get in, Tony, and that time he just slid right in, took the ball, and once he gets it in that close, he's very hard to stop.
Strother's foul shot is good. And Williamson now opens up a 11-point lead. Here comes the pressure by Williamson, but St. Mary's breaks it. Burt Reed fires down to Schwendeman. He lays it up, and it's good. Jason Schwendeman off the feed from Burt Reed. 25-16. Jimmy Chris Witt, right wing, dumps down low to Slater. He throws back up top to Strother. He'll try a three from out front. It's good. Anthony Strother with the game's first three-pointer. Strother has 12, and Williamson leads by 12 at the 7:15 mark. Lamp fires it ahead to Burt Reed over the 10-second line to the top of the circle. He looks back for help, goes to Gaynor. Gaynor to the bucket, drives, he shoots, has his shot blocked away. Williamson has it. Here comes Witt to Gary Baker. He runs it down the middle. Pass underneath. Slater lays it up and in.
Baker in transition. Baker in transition. Great pass with that left hand, hitting perfect.
30-16 is the score. 1 minute gone by here in the second quarter. Out ahead, another near steal, a loose ball on the floor, and Williamson has it. Slater at midcourt to Strother. He drives, he fires from 14 off the glass, too strong, and the rebound comes down to St. Mary's. Burt Reed. Out ahead to Larry Johnson, the 5'11 senior guard. Brings it into the front court. Johnson, who is averaging 20.5 points here in the tournament, has not scored yet. He's at the foul line. Double team, tosses back to Lance Gaynor. Gaynor to Johnson. Between the legs he goes. He gets a pick. He'll fire a three. It's good. They have to get Larry Johnson into the offense. if St. Mary's is going to be successful here this afternoon.
Well, you know, he hit key three-pointers, 3 of them yesterday in crucial spots. Maybe he can bring them back here, Tony.
Gary Baker walks it up the floor. Lob pass underneath. Harris puts it up. It's no good, but he draws the foul. Gary Baker has great view of the floor. He sees the court very well. And that time, instead of lobbing it off to a wing, as you usually do to start your offense, he spotted Harris, and he dumped it to him, and he draws the foul.
Well, you mentioned he does have the size over Larry Johnson, who plays the point out there. I like the play of Harris. It wasn't much of a factor yesterday, but in big ball games, he plays well.
Williamson inbounds on the common foul, and the Wolfpack with an 11-point lead. Baker in the paint to Slater. Turnaround jumper is good. 32-19, and the pressure continues full court by Williamson. Johnson brings it over the midcourt mark, has the ball poked away by Gary Baker, and St. Mary's will inbound.
Boy, you have to like the depth of Williamson when Baker and Slater come into the ballgame. They're just not hurt at all. They just can pick up the club. They don't lose a thing.
Rodney Lamp will inbound for the Blue Devils. Tosses into Larry Johnson, All-State candidate for this Blue Devil team. Over to Lance Gaynor, deep left corner, Rodney Lamp. He draws a double team. He's bodied in, looks for help, bounces it to Gaynor. He starts at the bucket. He draws a foul. Lance Gaynor, 6'2" senior guard, takes it right to the bucket and comes up with the personal foul call against Chris Harris.
Williamson was in a zone defense that time, a 1-3-1, and they do double team out of that. Many college teams do that, Tony, double team out of the corner. St. Mary's recognized it well and took it to the hoop.
So Gaynor will step to the line to shoot 2. First one pushed up and in. Gaynor has 5 points. 5:27 to go here in the first half, and Williamson leads by 12, 32-20. Gaynor hits the next. Strother now inbounds to Gary Baker. Blue Devils set up in a 2-3 zone defense.
Shots will be foul line extended or in the middle of that zone.
Right side, they go to Witt. Dump pass down low to Slater. He gets it to Harris. It's tipped, though, and stolen away by Larry Johnson. They tried to work the ball into the paint, and the St. Mary's defense had collapsed. 4th turnover against the Wolfpack. Larry Johnson, left side, tries a 3. It is good! Larry Johnson hits 2 3-pointers here in the quarter.
What clutch shooting.
And he makes it an 8-point game at the 5-minute mark. Right side, Jimmy Chris Witt. Up high to Gary Baker. He starts to the bucket. Pass underneath to Slater. It goes to Strother off of his leg, and the shot from Strother no good. The rebound knocked away by Rodney Lamp over the end line, and Williamson will have it back.
Tough break for St. Mary's. They controlled the weak side rebounding that time, starting on their break, and they both hit each other, knocked it out of bounds.
Witt, as the inbounds deflected, it comes, though, on a bounce to Strother. Now out high to Gary Baker.
Tony Williamson has shot the ball 20 times already here in a quarter and a half.
Strother to Baker at the point. Right side to Witt. He fakes. He gets it to Slater. Turnaround pass underneath, intended for Harris. Goes to Slater, and he puts it up and in. So
really
the loose ball picked up by Slater as the pass went errant, and he properly puts it in the hole. 34-24.
Williamson attacking the inside of that defense. Very easy.
On the other side, we come St. Mary's. Rodney Lamp fires up a 2 from the right side, and it is good. So the Blue Devils continue to hold it at an 8-point Williamson lead. Under 4 minutes to go now in the quarter. Strother on the left wing. Holds it up high overhead. Goes cross-court to Witt. Witt fakes. Guarded there by Lamp in the corner. Now he'll throw it back up ahead to Gary Baker. He drives in, pass down low to Slater. He loses it, but they say it's last touch by Rodney Lamp out of bounds. 3:47 to go. Williamson by 8. A timeout on the floor. Let's take a moment to hear from the transportation professionals at R.H. Peters Chevrolet.
Double rebate days at R.H. Peters Chevrolet. That's right. For a limited time, save on a new Chevy car or truck with GM factory rebate and a special bonus rebate from R.H. Peters Chevrolet. Own a new Chevrolet for under $10,000 during double rebate days at R.H. Peters. Drive home an 88 Cavalier for $97.49 after $400 manufacturer's rebate and matching rebate from R.H. Peters. Double rebate days are going on now at R.H. Peters Chevrolet. I-64, Hurricane exit.
All right, so I'm driving out for a burger like usual when all of a sudden I hear this music.
Well, I'm tired of the same old thing, the same old way.
Then it hits me. I don't have to eat the same old boring burgers. So I head on over to Rack's and order me a Works burger. Then I take it on over to that Rack's Works bar and fix it up just the way I like it. I tell you what, you eat a burger like that and you're gonna hear music too.
8-point Wolfpack lead with 3 minutes and 47 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Tony Caridi along with Jay Jacobs.
You know, Tony, I think that what St. Mary's has been able to do, as long as they can be patient in their half court and score, that really does slow Williamson down. They're a better extension transition team. That's where they run their streaks off their steals and their pressure, but they haven't been able to score to get into that. St. Mary's has hit the last 2 or 3 buckets down, got back in that zone defense, and Williamson's been a little soft and tentative when they've had to play half court.
Wolfpack led it 30-19 here in the quarter. Now it's an 8-point game. Wolfpack inbound. Right corner goes to Gary Baker. He drives the bucket. Pass underneath. Harris lays it up and in. Beautiful assist there from Baker to find Chris Harris. Harris scores his 6-point, 10-point game. Pressure in the backcourt by Strother. Larry Johnson now looks at a double team. Jump pass ahead to Lamb. Flings it over to Gaynor up front. Gaynor works it over on the right side to Johnson. Larry has 2 3-pointers. Now he'll try for a 2 from 16. No good. Rebound, though, Schwendeman. He has it knocked away and stolen. Here come the Wolfpack. Slater, top of the circle. Bounce pass Strother. He goes underneath, lays it up and in.
See, that's what I mean. They get out off those missed shots, and they can really go, and they all handle the ball well in transition.
Strother playing his best game here in the state tournament so far today. Here's a 3-pointer from Gaynor, no good on the right side. The rebound comes down to Williamson. Now a loose ball. It is stolen away from Jimmy Chris Witt, who took the outlet. St. Mary's has it. Gaynor, right side, Lamp from 14, too strong. Gets his own miss back, puts it up, no good, and Strother yanks down the rebound. Ahead to Gary Baker. Over midcourt he comes to the top of the circle. Lob pass down low. Slater, reverse layup shot is good. Chad Slater with a beautiful move to score his 8th point, and the Wolfpack have gone from an 8-point leader to a 14-point leader. Here comes Burt Reed down the other end. Pass underneath. Strother steals. And here come the Wolfpack ahead to Witt. Witt at the top of the circle behind the back. Drives in. 13-footer on the run. Rolls off the rim. No good. And the rebound taken down by Schwendeman. 2:15 to go here in the second quarter. Williamson leads it by 14. Larry Johnson guarded by Gary Baker. Works it right side of the floor. Works off of a pick. Now bounces over to Burt Reed. Back up high between the circles to Johnson. Johnson starts to the bucket. Double team. Bounces it. It's loose. It's tipped away. And now Lamp controls for St. Mary's. Back up high to Larry Johnson. Under 2 minutes to go. Johnson has a pick to his right. Now he'll use it. Now draws into a double team between Baker and Strother. Now he'll pull back. Fires it over, left of the key to Reed. In the corner to Gaynor, underneath, intended for Schwendeman. Schwendeman has it. He's double teamed, and we'll have a whistle and a foul call against Williamson.
St. Mary's a little more patient in their offense in the half court. They should have tacked down inside. This last streak, 2 or 3 minutes, they've made 2 or 3 bad selection of shots, and it's hurt them because that's allowed Williamson to get into transition. They're not as good, Williamson, a defensive club on the inside as they are on the outside. They're better around the perimeter defensively.
Foul shots coming up here for Larry Johnson. So far today, St. Mary's 3 of 5. Coach Dave Hatfield makes a substitution, putting in Jared Fletcher as Chris Harris will go to the bench. Harris has lived in foul trouble here in the state tournament. He's got 3.
You know, Tony, it tells a story in this one. Williamson has taken 25 shots at the basket, and St. Mary's only 15.
Shot is up and in by Jason Schwendeman. He has 9 points. 40-27 is the score at the 134 mark. Next one is up, and it is good by Jason. And now we've got Robert Baffick coming in for Schwendeman. No pressure by St. Mary's. And Williamson will bring it up the floor.
You know, if you got a club shooting 10 more times than you know you must be turning the basketball over a lot to give him that many opportunities.
Or having the rebounds.
That's correct.
Get away from you. Fletcher up high to Gary Baker. Top of the circle, they work it to Slater down low. Strother lays it up, and it is good. Slater found Strother, and Anthony has 16. 42-28. Pressure. Rodney Lamp tosses over the timeline ahead to Burt Reed. Back to Lance Gaynor at the 1-minute mark of its quarter. Johnson working off a double pick to the left. Doesn't use it. Keeps it up high. Tosses back to Gaynor. 50 seconds. St. Mary's trailing at 42-28. Gaynor inside the paint to Reed. We've got a whistle and a foul call against Jared Fletcher. Came over the back there as Reed went down to pick up the ball. Fletcher was behind and plowed into him.
Looks like Williamson High has solved offensively St. Mary's 2-3 zone. I think St. Mary's needs to switch their defense maybe a little bit more, because when they're in that 2-3, they're able to hit Slater in the post, and he drops it down in low to Struther, and it's been very easy for him.
Foul shot, no good by Reed. Tipped out of bounds. It will belong to St. Mary's. 44 seconds here in the first half. Lamb looks to get it in. Does so up high to Larry Johnson. Johnson will fire a three from the right side. It is around, no good. Tipped around on the rebound. It comes down to Williamson. Here comes Gary Baker into the front court. He drives in the paint. Puts the shot up with the left hand. No good. It's tipped underneath. And Baffick pulls down the rebound for St. Mary's. 28 seconds and counting. Here come the Blue Devils into the front court. Larry Johnson, 5'11" senior guard. Shuffling to his left. Looks right now, goes up high to the midcourt circle to Baffick, back to Johnson, 15 seconds. Johnson now to Rodney Lamp. He eyes the clock, goes back up top to Gaynor. Gaynor now, 6 seconds, fires to Johnson. Johnson on the deep right wing, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2. He'll get it to Lamp. His shot in the air blocked away as the horn blows to end our first half of play. With the score, Williamson 42 and St. Mary's 28. This is the Metro News Radio Network.
West Virginia State Championship continues.
St. Mary's finds themselves down by 14 points as we are ready to begin the second half of action. For those of you that think, well, it might be over, well, it might be. But at the same time, against Huntington-Vincent in yesterday's semifinal game, the Tigers were leading it by 11 points in the fourth quarter. St. Mary's came back to score the victory. So St. Mary's has shown us that they are a team that can come back on you.
Well, they can come back on you, Tony, but I don't know. I think Williamson might have too many guns, and they've been able to solve each and every defense that St. Mary's has put up against them, whether it's been a zone or a man, and they're so talented in handling the basketball in transition. It makes it very difficult. And we talk about St. Mary's having streaks. Well, I'll tell you, you get Williamson into a roll, and they can really put it to you and run points up quick.
The Blue Devils will have possession of the ball as we resume the action. St. Mary's wearing their purple uniforms with the gold numerals and the white trim. Williamson in their home white with the maroon numerals.
I'll tell you, here's a surprise in the second half. Anthony Struther is not starting, Tony.
Here is St. Mary's with their first offensive possession on the left side. They work it over to Bert Reed. At the foul line, Johnson takes it, draws the foul in the act of shooting as he scooped underneath the arm of Chris Harris. So Larry Johnson will have 2 shots at the line, and Chris Harris will probably find himself a seat on the bench. That is his 4th personal. Gary Baker quickly off that Williamson bench. He'll come in, and Harris will go out.
And as I look over at the Williamson bench, I don't even see Anthony Struther. Do you?
Nope. Struther's not over there on the bench. He went off the court at the half.
Well, I'll tell you, if he's not feeling good, the points he had, I'd like to play every game not feeling that good.
They call that a common foul, and St. Mary's has it back in bounds. Here is Bert Reed. Deep left corner cross court to Gaynor on the right side. Out high to Larry Johnson. Johnson out between the circles. Shuffling to his left, now to his right. Fires over to Gaynor on the right wing. Back up high to Johnson. He's guarded there by Jimmy Christwood. Johnson starts to the left in the corner. He'll fire it up off the glass. It is no good. Here comes the call, and it will belong to St. Mary's. And here comes Anthony Struther back onto the Williamson bench. Here's the inbounds. They get it into Gaynor, deep left corner. Gaynor on a couple of dribbles. Has the ball poked away. Gets it back. Tosses up high to Larry Johnson. Johnson now eyes the bucket. Fires over to Gaynor. Gaynor starts on the left baseline. Drives. Shoots around. He misses it. Rebound. Schlendeman. He lays it up. Misses it. Gets it back. Turns and fires. Has it blocked away out of bounds by Chad Slater. And St. Mary's will have it again on the inbounds. And here comes Anthony Struther.
St. Mary's has taken 4 shots, Tony, at the hoop and not hit one yet. I saw Struther come back out and tie up his shoes, so he might have had a sprained ankle there towards the first half, some type of ankle problem.
Here comes the St. Mary's inbound in the left corner. It goes to Gaynor, now out high to Johnson. Johnson spinning against Jimmy Chris Witt, gets a pick, rifles it over to Gaynor. He's open, he'll drive the baseline, he drives it in, shoots it off the glass and scores. Lance Gaynor. Struther, we are told, injured his hand towards the end of the first half.
See, St. Mary's had to pick up tempo, and they've taken 5 shots here right early. I think they're going to have to push it and shoot a little bit quicker to get back in the basketball game. They can't be as tentative or as patient.
42-30 is the score. Williamson on the right side. It's Milam into the right corner. He has the ball tipped away on the pass intention for Barry Baker. Knocked out of there by Lance Gaynor. Inbounds now by Williamson. Jimmy Chris Witt out high, rifles it over to Milam. Milam dribbles in, eyes the bucket, tosses on a rainbow pass to Slater underneath the Baker. His baseline shot blocked away out of bounds off of the back of the backboard, and Williamson will have it. 12-point lead for the Wolfpack.
Neither club playing well to start the second half.
Jimmy Chris Witt throws it in underneath the Struther. He has the ball tipped away, a loose ball on the floor, and St. Mary's has it. Bert Reed is double teamed. He fires it over to Rodney Lamp, and here come the Blue Devils. From left to right they work here in the second half. Gaynor working on the right side with a pass to Johnson. He drives in the paint, puts it up in the air. It's good.
First time he's been able to get free on that move today.
42-32. 10-point. Williamson lead. Witt left of the circle. Throws it cross court to Milam. Back to Witt. He's alone. He'll fire from 16. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound though. Milam. He'll put it up. Have his shot blocked by Jason Schlendeman. And they'll call the foul on Schlendeman. So Johnny Milam will have 2 shots at the line to our left.
Well, Milam's the type of player, a hustling type player that plays well without the basketball. That time he just moved right into the middle of the foul line. Once Witt shot the basketball, got it, seeing he had the strength, he put it up and drew the foul.
Milam will have 2 shots. Johnny with 2 points so far in the game. Williamson leading it by 10 with 5:36 to go here in the third quarter. Milam misses the first shot. 5'10" senior guard had 9 points in yesterday's semifinal victory over Midland Trail.
Boy, he was hitting some shots along the sideline. He had 2 or 3 right there. He got wide open on.
Next one by Milam rolls off and in. Here comes that full court pressure by Williamson. St. Mary's looks to break it. Larry Johnson does as he starts it over the midcourt mark. Behind the back he goes to the top of the circle. Shuffling over to his left. He works off of a pick now to the right. Into the corner he goes with a pass to Lamp. He fakes it up. He's double teamed, has the ball knocked away. He loses it. And the ball will go to Williamson on a very good aggressive defensive play by Johnny Milam as he poked the ball off of Rodney Lamp. 8 turnovers in the game against St. Mary's.
Well, I'll tell you, when you're not going very good, it's good to have a player like Johnny Milam who can pick up your tempo, aggressive, and make things happen for you.
11-point Wolfpack lead. Jimmy Chris Witt left of the key. Goes over on the right side to Milam. He pump fakes and now dribbles it back. Into the right corner he goes to Slater. Slater starts in a couple steps. Now goes cross court with a pass to Witt. Back to Slater in the lane. Jump shot no good. Rebound St. Mary's. Rodney Lamp.
Doing a better job in the second half, St. Mary's on the defensive board.
Williamson 0 of 3 from the field here in the third quarter. 11-point Wolfpack lead. That's what Larry Johnson wants to trim down. Here he comes down the lane. Shot is up. It is no good, but he draws the foul. Clock stops at 4:36.
Tony, I don't know why or what Williamson has done, but they have not picked the intensity up defensively half court, because if you let a player, Larry Johnson's ability, get free on that dribble and be able to penetrate, that's where he causes trouble. In the first half, they were switching, Williamson was defensively, and they were shutting down Johnson's penetration.
Blue Devils are 6 of 10 from the foul line as Larry Johnson steps up, line to our right. Promptly puts the first one up, and it is good.
And he's a good foul shooter.
9 points now for Johnson, and it's a 10-point game. A 9-point game as Johnson buries the next.
Boy, you don't put St. Mary's away. They never quit. They find a way to keep plugging and staying in a basketball game.
9-point game as Gary Baker fires over on the left side to Struther. In the lane he goes to Barry Baker. Turnaround jump shot by Barry, no good. It's tipped. Rebound Slater. He puts it up and draws the foul. The Wolfpack again showing the ability to take more than one shot down the floor, and that time it results in a foul against the Blue Devils. They'll call it on Schwendeman, his second.
Boy, inside strength, what it is, right around that hoop on it. As you mentioned, Tony, the second and third shot is right now is what's hurting St. Mary's. They've got Slater and they've got Baker and they've got Struther pounding those boards.
Wolfpack have taken 7 fewer foul shots than St. Mary's today. They're 2 of 3 from the line as Slater puts the first one up. It is good. Chad Slater with 9 points. Here's his next attempt. Good. Timeout on the floor. Williamson 45, St. Mary's 34. Exclusive Metro News coverage of the 1988 state tournament being brought to you in part by Gino's Pizza.
Attention, here is an important announcement. Gino's wants you to save on pizza. Now you can get a 16-inch pizza with 5 toppings for only $8.99. Take your pick of toppings: pepperoni, sausage, green peppers, onions. Give Gino's a call now and get a 5-topping 16-inch pizza delivered to your door for only $8.99. Gino's, a West Virginia company.
Deep dish or original, it's tastefully terrific. Make it Gino's, we make it pizza-rific.
Reaching for something better. That's what the college experience is all about. Glenville State College has been helping West Virginians do just that for over a century. Located near the geographical center of West Virginia, Glenville State has long been known as a teacher's college. Today, the curriculum includes many other 2- and 4-year degree programs, with subjects ranging from food management to computer science, as well as pre-professional degrees. Reaching for something better. Make it your goal. You'll find all the help you need at Glenville State.
Williamson High School 45, St. Mary's 34 with 4 minutes and 23 seconds to go. Here in the third quarter of action, the Wolfpack have not hit a field goal. Here in the quarter, they are 0 of 4. But from the foul line, they are 4 of 5. So that's how they've been able to maintain that double-digit lead. As we resume play, St. Mary's will inbound in their own backcourt. Williamson will show full court pressure. Lamp down the sideline, throws it in to Lance Gaynor. Gaynor now. Double team, fires a pass. It is tipped, knocked out of bounds by Burt Reed of St. Mary's. And Williamson will have it back. Here come the Wolfpack in the left corner. It's Struther out high to Gary Baker. He spins it over to Jimmy Chris Witt in the right corner. They go to Slater. Now back up top to Witt. He'll try a 3-point shot. No good off the rim. The rebound is tipped high into the air and controlled by Burt Reed. Over to Lance Gaynor. 4-minute mark of the third quarter. It's Williamson 45, St. Mary's 34. Lance Gaynor on the dribble jog up high. He works off the pick to his left, bounce pass back to Baffick in the paint. He'll put it up off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound snared down by Gary Baker. Down the floor to Struther going in all alone. Watch out, slam dunk, Anthony Struther.
Well, I'll tell you, St. Mary's fell asleep that time. Had too much penetration by Johnson. Nobody back.
47-34, watch out. The Wolfpack might catch on fire here. Full court pressure in the backcourt. St. Mary's lobs it ahead. It's stolen by Williamson. Jimmy Chris Witt over the 10-second line. Down the floor, fires to Baker. Baker drives, he shoots. It's short. The rebound tipped underneath. It's controlled by Williamson. We've got a foul down low with 3:22 to go here in the third quarter.
Well, I'll tell you, the Williamson fans, they just wait for a bucket. They wait for a steal in transition, and Struthers picked them up with that slam that time, and that just alerts everybody in Williamson to just take off and do it.
They call the foul against Robert Baffick. That is his first, and Barry Baker will be at the foul line for Williamson. Shot is up by the left-hander and no good.
St. Mary's with their 10th turnover the last time down on that steal by Williamson. And of course, Williamson from the field, as you've been mentioning, Tony, 1 for 7 here in the third quarter.
Baker's next shot, again, no good. Missed both attempts. And here comes St. Mary's. In the NCAA this afternoon, the final score, Syracuse has been defeated by the Rhode Island Rams, a final score of 97-94. Lamp out high to Lance Gaynor. Gaynor looking down low. Works it into the right corner. To Lamp, down low, a pass off the hand of Bert Reed. And with 3:01 to go here in the third quarter, Williamson has the ball back, leading it 47-34. Anthony Struther with 18 points in the game to lead all scorers.
Bert Reed looks a little tired that time they came to him offensively. He wasn't quite ready.
Gary Baker over to Struther, back up top to Gary. Junior point guard wings it right to Witt. Now back to Baker in the corner. Struther fires. Shot off the rim, no good. It's tipped and controlled by St. Mary's. Lance Gaynor bounces it up ahead to Larry Johnson. Larry, leading scorer for St. Mary's with 10. Now he spins it in the lane, forces up the shot and draws the foul against Gary Baker. No question about it there, Jay, that Johnson was going to take the ball, and no matter what, he was either going to get a shot off, draw a foul, or make a bucket.
Well, I think you saw what I saw as he crossed this right at midcourt. He looked up at the scoreboard. He saw down 13, and you're right, Tony. He was just going to make something happen that time. But he's done it so many times here in this tournament. When they've been down 10 or above, he's found a three-pointer or drawn a foul.
Johnson's shot is up, and it is good. The Blue Devils now 9 of 13 from the foul line. 2:29 to go.
You think those Rhode Island guards scored any points today?
Oh, I watched a little bit of the game, and I'm sure they had their share.
I tell you, that's two great guards, and Garrick and Owens, no doubt about it. Maybe the best in the East.
Well, they've accounted for 78% of the team's entire offense this year, either through points or assists. Here's Jimmy Chris Witt, right side three-pointer, no good. Tipped up and in by Barry Baker.
Big bucket.
Baker has 8 points. 49-36. Pass ahead by St. Mary's. This is Rodney Lamp on the right wing. Top to Larry Johnson. He works left, goes right, draws the shot. It's up, no good. Underneath, rebound batted away. Johnson has it. Baseline shot is short, and Barry Baker scales down the rebound, starts up the floor with the outlet pass. It goes to his twin brother Gary, down to Jimmy Chris Witt. Right side shot, no good. And the rebound comes down to St. Mary's. Lance Gaynor over to Larry Johnson. It is Williamson leading it by 13 points at the 1:37 mark of the third quarter. Far side, Bert Reed driving against Slater, up high to Gaynor. Gaynor hands off to Johnson on the left side. Johnson now eyes the bucket. Starts in, backing in against Gary Baker, bounces it to Gaynor. Gaynor at the top of the circle. He'll work to his right, driving in. Shot is in the air. No good off the back iron. It's tipped, and it comes down to Jimmy Chris Witt. Watch out, here comes Williamson. 3-on-2 break down to Gary Baker. Shot is up and good.
Boy, I'll tell you, good recognition on that break. Baker saw he was going to have to get out the wing. He filled it beautifully and got the pass to finish it off.
1 minute mark of the third quarter. Here comes St. Mary's over midcourt. It is Gaynor. He drives down the middle. He'll put it up in the air. Off the iron. No good. Rebound. Barry Baker, and a whistle and a foul against the Blue Devils. Player control foul with 55 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Boy, not a real good shot selection that time by Gaynor. And once he got down inside, he went up in the air. He had nothing else to do with the ball except to throw it towards the basket, and you put your other people in such poor rebounding position. That time a foul was called.
That last foul against Schwendeman, his third. And Richard Moore will come in the ball game for St. Mary's. Schwendeman goes out.
Tony, we've got two policemen standing behind you here. I just wonder, are they coming to pick you up or what? They've been here about 5 minutes staring you down.
I've been a good boy since I got here.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was something last year. Those warrants last for a year or something?
Yeah, I think they do.
35 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. Gary Baker out at midcourt. Goes over to Jimmy Chris Witt. Williamson enjoying a 51-36 lead over St. Mary's, and the Wolfpack will hold for one. Up high, it is Gary Baker. Over to Anthony Struther. Hash mark to the left. He tosses back to Baker. 18 seconds and counting. Jimmy Chris Witt Tosses it back, a rainbow pass from Baker to Witt, and in the corner they go to Fletcher. Now to Witt, under 10 seconds, up top to Gary Baker. He drives in, pass to Slater, 14-footer up, no good. Rebound, Johnson with 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second at three-quarter court. He heaves it into the air, and it goes off the backboard. Third quarter is over with the score Williamson 51, St. Mary's 36. This is the Metro News Radio Network.
As we receive the scores in postseason college play.
51-36 is the score. Williamson heads into the final quarter of play with that lead, and the crowd now reacting to the final score that we gave you earlier. Rhode Island beating Syracuse in NCAA play 97-94.
Not real good shooting here in the third quarter by either club. Williamson 3 for 10 for two-point range, 0 for 2 for a total of 3 for 12. St. Mary's 2 for 11 total from the field.
51-36. Williamson led it by 14 at the half. Here's a long pass intended down low for Slater, stolen by Lance Gaynor. And here come the Blue Devils.
One of the very few mistakes made by Gary Baker in this game.
Larry Johnson works to his left, in the lane. Shot is up, no good. Rebound strongly by Anthony Struther. Bounces it ahead